Ethan stood frozen in front of the headmistress, the weight of her words sinking in. A war? He had been in this strange world for barely an hour, and already he was being told about battles, magic, and powers he didn't even know existed. His mind spun with questions, but one stood out more than the rest. What kind of war? Ethan asked, his voice small but steady. The headmistress sat back down in her chair, her piercing eyes never leaving his. A war that has been brewing for centuries. Forces of darkness, hidden in the shadows of both your world and ours, are gathering strength. The Hidden Academy was founded to train those with your abilities to stand against these forces. Ethan's heart pounded in his chest. But why me? I don't have any powers. I'm just a kid. The headmistress leaned forward, her eyes narrowing. That's where you're wrong. The magic within you is ancient, older than most of the students here, and far more dangerous if left untrained. The academy didn't choose you by chance. You were marked by something or someone. Ethan swallowed hard. Marked? The headmistress nodded. You will come to understand in time. For now, your training begins immediately. She stood and motioned toward a side door. Follow me. Ethan hesitated, but knew he had no choice. His world had shifted so dramatically that turning back seemed impossible. He followed her through the door into a smaller, dimly lit chamber. The walls were covered in old tapestries, depicting battles between sorcerers, creatures, and forces beyond his imagination. In the center of the room stood a large, polished mirror, taller than Ethan and rimmed with silver carvings that seemed to move as he looked at them. What is this? Ethan asked, staring at the swirling figures in the silver frame. This, the headmistress said, is the Mirror of Origins. It reveals the magic that lives within you. For many students, their abilities manifest slowly. But you, Ethan, will see it now. Ethan's eyes widened. Now! The headmistress placed a hand on his shoulder. Step closer and look into the glass. Ethan approached the mirror, his reflection shifting as he moved. His heart pounded, his palms sweaty. He had no idea what he was supposed to see. He stared at his reflection, a boy with messy brown hair, wearing an old hoodie and jeans. Just Ethan. Suddenly, the image began to ripple, as though the surface of the mirror was made of water. His reflection wavered, and then slowly the scene changed. Ethan gasped. Instead of his own face, he saw another version of himself, a version bathed in soft golden light, with symbols etched into his skin. The reflection's eyes glowed faintly, and energy seemed to pulse from his hands. Well, what is this? Ethan whispered. The headmistress spoke from behind him. That is your true self. The magic inside you is waking, and this mirror reveals the power you were born with. Ethan stepped back, feeling a strange rush of energy flow through him. He could almost feel the magic now, humming beneath his skin like a heartbeat he hadn't noticed before. But I don't understand, Ethan said, turning to the headmistress. Why do I have this? Why now? She regarded him carefully. Magic runs in families, Ethan. Somewhere in your bloodline, this power was passed down, dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Your arrival at the academy is no accident. Forces are stirring in the world, and you have been chosen to play a part in the events to come. The weight of her words sank in, and Ethan felt a mix of fear and excitement. He had always wanted to be special, to belong somewhere. But now that it was happening, it felt overwhelming. What do I have to do? Ethan asked, his voice steady, despite the uncertainty swirling in his chest. The headmistress smiled faintly, a rare expression of encouragement. First, you must learn control. The magic within you is powerful, but it is also wild. It will take time to master. That is why you are here, to train, to grow, and to understand the gifts you've been given.